Hi!
Alright, Kyle, it's been about a month since our last podcast.
It has been away for quite some time.
We really need to, actually stick to a schedule.
We should.
But it's been tough. I mean, I had a back injury, a death in my family. You were busy for a couple weeks, and Keith got sent to China.
Did he get out of prison, or is he still in there?
No, he's finally back now. He went over there for a business trip, and for a few little extra things, he bought a little boy while he was there.
Did he?
Yep.
Man, those are really good investments. You could, is he actually going to use the little boy to play all the games he intended to beat?
Yeah, that was his biggest trick right there, is he didn't want to tell me about that, but that's what he's going to do. And the little boy's going to do his accounting for him, too.
They are good investments. I mean, the investments, what with their small, agile hands and intelligence.
Well, speaking of his small hands, Keith wanted to use them for something else, but we're not going to bring that up right now.
Yeah, we might get arrested.
So, it was about a month ago that we did a podcast. What have you been up to?
Well, not too much. Work, sleep. And, I bought a 360 in Halo 3.
You fucking sellout.
You have both of those! Except you do have the fancy new HDMI 360.
I
Just
do
like
indeed.
I do.
Yep. But you're not actually using the HDMI.
No, I still have a normal TV. A normal, kind of small TV.
And on a podcast that we did a while ago, you said that you were going to get a PS3 before you got a 360.
I did. I did say that. However, I missed work, so I tagged along with my roommates, Nick and Charbel, who both pre-ordered. Oh, and Nancy, who drove us, and she hung out too. And I don't know. I was there, and we were talking, and they kind of convinced me to get a a 360 and Halo 3.
Yeah.
And so I did.
That's all you bought was Halo 3 with the console?
Yeah, I was gonna get Super Paper Mario. That was the deal for me and Nancy. But they didn't have it, so I couldn't get it for her.
Are you still looking for it, or are you going to get it later on?
Yeah, I'm still looking for it.
So that's all you've been up to lately is Halo 3 and your new 360?
Yeah, I've been playing Crackdown. I've been playing a lot of demos. I've played... What the hell have I been playing? I played Overlord, which I'm probably going to buy because it was pretty fun. I'm probably going to buy Viva Pinata because Nancy loved it. Oh, I have a question about the Viva Pinata demo. Is it the full game? Because it's, 1.5 gigs, the demo?
No idea.
You're not gonna tell me.
Well, when I had the demo, before I bought the game, they didn't actually have a demo. They just had an interactive video, so I didn't really get to try it before I bought it, but I ended up loving the game anyways.
Yeah, well, it's either the full game, or it's a pretty decent chunk of the game. Nancy must have played it for 8 hours. It was longer than that. She must have played it for about 8 hours. So it's not a timed demo. And she did quite a bit in that game, so it's probably the full version with just a few gimps, like not being able to save or expand your garden. She played it. Yeah,
Still, that's not too bad. I mean, you
No,
get
it's
to
not.
play it for as long as you want.
As far as I know,
Are you going to buy it?
definitely. It looked like a fun game.
I'll have to send you a mouse mellow.
Yeah, I wouldn't really trust myself playing that game, though.
Why not?
After about 2 hours of me playing it, I kind of beat all my pinatas to death with a shovel and fed the parents to their babies.
Oh, you are such an asshole.
It was fun and everyone was happy, and then I killed the children.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, I probably am. Pretty much. I've finished a few games on our little challenge that we had last podcast.
Well, we're going to talk about that
Yes, we
a
will.
little bit after.
I also. What the hell have I been doing? Oh, I moved rooms in my apartment, and Nick moved out to live with his fiancée. That's pretty much all that I've been doing. I've been ignoring my DS. I haven't seen a game that I wanted. Actually, I've seen a few games that I've wanted. I just haven't gotten them yet.
Alright, I guess it's my turn.
It is your turn, so go.
I too have been playing Halo 3, but we will talk about that after.
Yes, we
Because
will.
we wanna really limit the Halo talk, because every other podcast has basically been talking about that for 2 weeks now. I bought Tetris Splash for the Xbox 360.
How is it?
It's very fun. It's a lot like the DS version of Tetris. I don't know if you played that.
I have not. Is it good? I think I
Yeah,
might
it
get
is.
it. Alright, I think I'll get it then.
Well, are you talking about the 360 version
Yeah,
or the
both of them.
DS? Okay.
How much is the 360 version? Is it cheaper? Oh, it's got to be cheaper than the DS version. What is it?
Yeah,
like
I think it was
$8?
around 800 Microsoft points or something, which is like $8 or $10. Not too bad.
Okay.
The only complaint that I have is I went all the way through the marathon mode. You know, where it's based off of level, and the more you go,
The
the
harder
higher
it
the
gets.
level and the faster it gets and all that. I went all the way through that and beat it, and there was no achievement or anything at the very end.
Did you get enough points for the achievement?
There was no achievement to begin with.
There's no achievement for beating a marathon.
There's only one achievement for beating in a marathon, and that's for beating it without using the block swap thing that they have. So you can like swap out a block from another
And
one.
how many points is that? Like 10? Is it 10 achievement points?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, what?
How many achievement points is it? Is it like 10?
Yeah.
That's crap.
It is indeed crap. I was not happy. And I did that at 5 in the morning.
Why would you play that at 5 in the morning like that?
I don't know. I did it after we just got done playing Halo.
You're a very odd Yeti. Oh, you did?
Yeah. I picked up NHL 08 for the Xbox 360. That's fun so far. The controls are a little bit awkward, but I'm going to have to get used to it.
Okay, I was looking at the demo and thinking about downloading it. However, I'm a bit hesitant to get another hockey game because NHL 94 for the Sega Genesis, in my opinion, is the pinnacle of hockey games. Is this game as good, if not better, than NHL 94?
That's really tough because NHL 94 was a really, really great game. And over the years, I became more of a 2K sports hockey fan, not a EA hockey fan. This one, it's pretty damn solid. I'll have to give it that. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I would say it's up there with NHL 94.
Alright, I think I'll download the demo.
You should.
Alright, I think I might.
Let's see. I picked up Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass.
Was that? Oh, fuck. I forgot about that game.
Yeah. Nintendo fanboy number 1 forgot about a Zelda game.
Nintendo handheld fanboy number 1 forgot about it.
Well, either way, I haven't really had a chance to play it yet. I turned it on, got my friend code, gave it to my friends, and haven't started it yet beyond that.
You haven't played with the controls at all, which that I heard were amazing?
No. You know, I was going to today, but then we got involved in some other stuff. And I was going to last night, but then you guys invited me to another game, so I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, we've pretty much just been playing Halo 3 all weekend. Yet, despite him playing it all weekend, he's going to be... Aren't you going to be returning this Halo 3 as soon as, tomorrow?
I don't know yet. I got to talk to Nick and Dave and you actually to see if you wanted to do the campaign on Legendary Co-op one weekend. Just go straight
damn.
through.
Yeah, I'll be all over that.
We just set a weekend aside and go straight through.
Sounds awesome.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up returning the game, but I'll talk about that after, because I really don't want to spoil it.
Alright.
So yeah, that's about it. Besides the fact that, well, I bought an HDTV.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. How is it? Is it pretty?
It is very pretty. I like to rub myself against it.
Oh, you are a technophile.
Yes. I bought a nice 46-inch Samsung. Nice and big. Love it. It was about 2,500.
I have
Not
a
too bad.
tiny 20-inch TV, 20-inch
Yeah,
screen TV,
you're a loser.
non-HD. I'll eventually get an HD TV, probably in 2 years.
Yeah, maybe in like 5 years.
When it's old technology, I'll get one.
Kyle, you're so last gen.
Yep, I'll be like my parents getting without. I think they got cable internet. I think last year. It just took them a while. That's why
Your
I'm
whole
getting
family's pathetic. Moving on. So, we're going to do our top 5 for this week,
Okay.
which would be our top 5 gaming innovations, which means things that we think about gaming that really took it to the next level, basically. So, why
It
don't you
brought it
read.
to the limit.
Yeah, it took it to 11. Ah ha ha.
All right, that's enough terrible jokes.
Alright, why don't you read off our lost friends list?
Okay, Keith, who cannot be with us because he's doing unspeakable things to a small Chinese boy. Number 5 is portability, be it the Game Boy Advance, the PSP, or the DS. Number 4, the memory card / hard drive saving of games. Number 3, Dolby 5.1 digital audio. Number 2, Rumble / force feedback. And his number 1 most innovative thing about gaming, online multiplayer.
Which is funny because it's something that he rarely ever does.
What's his gamer tag?
I don't know, it's on the website somewhere.
You're gonna have to make me go to our own website to look at Keith's gamer tag.
Yeah, it's on the bio section.
God. There's a bio section?
Yeah, I told you to write out a bio and send it to me.
What the hell's the bio section? Oh, yeah, there it is. The first thing said after Playgasm. Wait, the link doesn't even work.
It does. I'm on it right now.
I'm clicking on it, and it's just bringing me to the start page, the home page.
You and your damn Macintosh browsers.
There it goes. Obi-Wan Gus Nobi? Alright, he's fired. I am not putting that freaking name in my friends list.
You know what? What's your World of Warcraft name right now, Kyle?
Gaibnik.
Yeah, that's not any better, you faggot.
That's true.
So, my top 5. My number 5 would be consoles in general. I really love consoles. And for a long time, I abandoned them. I was a PC gamer only. That said, with this generation, I have re-fallen in love with consoles. Because I don't need to buy a new video card, more RAM, any crap like that. I can just pop a game into my 360 or PS3 and play. It's wonderful.
I think the N64 had a hardware update that you could manually install. Yeah, what was that for? You wouldn't know. It was, I think, RAM.
No.
I think it gave you more RAM.
Yeah, I guess. I know you needed it for Majora's Mask and stuff like that. But yeah, I was not an N64 fan.
Oh, yeah, you were one of those people. Anyway, move on with your list.
Okay,
N64
my
hater.
number 4. My number 4 would be portability. Just like Mr. Keith. I have a PSP, 2 PSPs actually, and 2 DSs. So, yeah, I love my portability.
You have a console and a light?
No. Well, are you talking about the DS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the DS Fat and then the light.
Everyone I know calls it the DS fat or the DS ugly. It's called the
I
DS
don't know.
console.
Why?
I don't know, because it's big and ugly like a console.
Like you?
You shouldn't talk, Yeti boy.
And I have 2 PSPs because I like to rub them on my nipples.
Technophile.
Shut up. My number 3 would be the Sony SPC 700. Do you know what this is, Kyle?
I have no idea what the hell this is.
It's the little sound chip developed by Mr. Ken Kutaragi at Sony for the Super Nintendo. All those wonderful sounds and music that we got in Final Fantasy VI, aka 3,
Didn't play it.
and all those other wonderful games and sounds that you had from all the other Super Nintendo games, yeah, you can thank Sony.
Didn't have a Super Nintendo.
Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, I know. Not even my mom does.
Well, you can thank Sony for Nintendo having great sound on the Super Nintendo. Thank them, Kyle. Thank them right now.
Thank you, Sony, for giving Nintendo such awesome sound.
Now thank Mr. Ken Kutaragi.
Thank you, Mr. Kutaragi.
Okay. My number 2 would be online multiplayer, just like Keith. But I actually play games online.
Yes, you do. Or you yell at me when I try to invite you.
I actually have a connection that will let me play games online, unlike Keith.
Yes.
Multiplayer adds a whole new level to the game. It can actually save a game, like Halo 3 actually, where you have a shitty story, but the multiplayer is actually fun.
But we'll talk about that later.
Exactly. And my number 1 would be the Fourth Dimension. Do you know what that is, Kyle?
Yes, I'm well aware of the fourth dimension. It's time.
Do you know why it's on my list?
No, I'm very confused, actually. Why would you put the fourth dimension on your list?
Because it's the greatest thing ever. It gives the PlayStation 3 its edge this generation.
What do you mean, it's edge? All consoles, everything has the fourth dimension. Except for 2D games, because they really don't have the third dimension.
No, just the PlayStation 3 has the Fourth Dimension.
Explain this to me.
Alright, back when Sony was announcing the PlayStation 3, either Ken Kutaragi or Kaz Harari, one of the two, made mention that the PlayStation 3 takes things to the fourth dimension. It utilizes the fourth dimension. Only the PS3 does this, Kyle. You need one.
What do you mean, only the PS3?
You can tell just by looking at their games. It's amazing.
Do you know the laws of the fourth dimension, Josh?
Do you know how great Sony is?
Kinda, yeah. I know Sony's pretty awesome.
Don't argue with me.
Just don't have good PR.
Indeed. But the fourth dimension is amazing. Thank you, Sony. You opened my eyes.
Do you know what 3 dimensions are, Josh?
Yeah?
Well, in order for those 3 dimensions to exist, they need the fourth dimension, which is time. They need to exist somewhere in time to actually exist. All games have that.
And time was developed by Ken Kutaragi.
I'm going to need to see your citation for that.
Sony would not lie.
Ken Kutaragi could not have designed time itself and the super awesome sound for the Super Nintendo. I just can't believe that.
Oh, he did. The man is fucking amazing. If he wasn't a man, I would totally do him. Hell, I'd bang him anyways. It doesn't matter.
Your Yeti statue would break his small Japanese frame.
Yeah. I think that you should save this podcast and go on with your list.
Yes. Anyway. Number 5 for me are mods and user-created content. Mods and user-created content enhance the game. They make them better, or they can make them worse. In all my experiences, they have made games far, far, far better. When I lost interest in Morrowind, I downloaded a bunch of mods. Instantly, my interest was rekindled. Then I'd play Morrowind for another 20 hours. It was a sad time then. Oh,
yeah.
God.
I've gone on record many, many times for saying that user-created mods and maps have been saving PC gaming. because PC gaming, up until now at least, now that you have the Orange Box and Quake Wars and all that,
Oh yeah.
but people coming out with their own mods, such as Counter-Strike and even Team Fortress back for Quake,
Oh yeah.
they have been saving it by keeping people interested in playing games on the PC, and that's what's been keeping me interested as well.
Yeah. I mean, even custom UIs for WoW or user-created UIs for WoW has made WoW that much better.
Yeah, the things that people can do with a little bit of access from the game engine is really amazing.
If I knew how to code or knew any type of programming language, I'd be making mods and stuff like crazy. But I don't, so I'm not going to. Anyway, my number 4, like all you guys, is online multiplayer. It's fun, or it can be terrible. It's all about who you play with. I mean, Halo 3, I've been playing, well, except for this week, since I got Halo 3, I had been playing Halo 3 online nonstop, thoroughly enjoying it. And I think we pretty much covered online multiplayer after that. My number 3 are emulators, ROMs, and ISOs.
Pirate.
This is on there. Quiet you. This is on here because it gives me access to games that I otherwise don't have access to. Be they foreign games, I could just toss a Japanese game onto a DS emulator and play it there, or I can play a game which I had owned, which had been lost to time. I could play old Nintendo games that I can't find anywhere that I used to love. Or I could, do a little game testing, a little demo. I could, download a game, play the first hour or so. If I liked it, I'll get it. I'll buy it.
Try before you buy.
Exactly. It's a wonderful thing to subscribe to. Is that an appropriate word? Yeah, subscribe to. Well, shut up.
No.
I mean, I love the 360 for that, just because I could demo a game, see if I like it or not, and then buy it.
You can do the same on your Wii, actually. You can download a game.
I don't have a Wii,
on your little, 2 gigabyte flash card?
I have a 1 gigabyte flash card. Nancy has the Wii, but she's usually over here and unable to play her Wii at home.
Oh, she can't play with her Wii?
Let's not get into that.
Oh, I'm totally going into that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no. My number 2 is input. Things like motion sense, light guns, and pads, like DDR pads or the power pad. And feedback, rumble, and recoil.
Fuck Rumble.
Well, fuck you. For the people who listen to other podcasts, they'll know that I like Steel Battalion. I like Steel Battalion because of the massive controller. I like the massive controller because it actually feels like I'm piloting that gigantic robot. I may be, made fun of for it, but it adds depth to the game that the little controller just can't do. The Wiimote pulls it off pretty nicely. And arcade guns, when you go to the arcade, it's a nice combination of recoil and a light gun. It just...
So, when you get your PS3, are you going to get say, Eye of Judgment because it has a nice input device to it?
Oh, well, God, yes. That is something that I've been dreaming of since I started playing Magic 15
What about,
years ago.
What about Time Crisis for the light gun game?
I wasn't actually a big fan of Time Crisis. It's fun to play, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Anyway,
All right.
my number 1 is saving. Again, for those people who listen to our podcasts, I have a problem with save files. They're usually corrupted or deleted. However, saving allows me to go back to a place that I wanted to go to, play a 70-hour game, even just play a short game and just save my progress. It's saving makes a game, honestly. How would you feel
Yeah.
if you had to play? Now, what the hell's a game you play a lot?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. That doesn't count.
Okay.
All right. Give me another game.
Street Fighter.
All right. Okay.
You said game I play a lot,
Yeah.
and that's really the only one that I play like a lot.
Okay, a normal person. Let's say Final Fantasy. Instead of restarting the game over
Well,
and over and over and over again.
I play Final Fantasy a lot too, and I'm still
Well,
going
you
back
didn't
and
give me that
playing.
example now, did you?
But it's not like I play them as much as I
Go
do.
in your corner.
Fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you.
I mean, instead of playing the first half hour of the game over and over and over again, or leaving your console on, you could just save it and leave it. I could pick up a game that I haven't played in 8 years just because I have the memory card, and I could just go right back into it. Saving
That's
is
a lie.
wonderful.
It's a lie, and you know it. You can pick up a game that you haven't played in years, plug in your memory card, and the save is corrupted. You know why? Because God fucking hates you.
Why do you have to bring that up? I know he hates me. But
Moving on.
I've been able to spite him, regardless. But
No,
moving on.
Moving on. Alright. Video game music challenge time. Kyle, do you know what last episode's was?
No, I don't.
It was from Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo.
I didn't own a Super Nintendo, fool. I don't know any of the themes.
Well, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, I guess.
Unfortunately, we are not going to be doing a video game music challenge this week.
Gasp, why not?
Because I don't feel like it.
You're a lazy son of a bitch.
Indeed.
You're gonna be too busy playing the Halo 3. That's why.
So now we're going to bring up our little Halo talk. We brought it towards the end of the podcast, so now people can turn it off if they want to.
Yep.
So each of us are going to have no more than 2 minutes to talk about Halo 3.
2 whole minutes.
Yep, 2 minutes.
What do you
So,
think
Kyle,
about 2 minutes? That's generally the average time that... Oh, God. Crazy sex psychologist in the 70s. I forgot his name. Apparently that's the average time for male ejaculation. It's a fun fact.
Well, I'm not even close to average. So, I think that you should go first.
You're a Yeti, that's why. Anyway. This is my Halo 3 breakdown. Single player. Nice. Story? Not as good as the first one. Ending? Lackluster. Graphics? Fun, shiny, great. Weapons? Awesome. Vehicles? Fun unless you're driving a brute thing, which is hard to control and stupid. And that's the single player breakdown. Multiplayer. Co-op. Awesome. You could play anything. Just being able to play with, like, us. We're going to be playing the 4-person co-op. Online. Awesome. Xbox Live. Very fun. Matchmaking. Very fun. Ranking. Also very fun. Teenage boys. Not fun.
Awesome.
For different reasons. Yeah, I mean, it's great unless you're with a douchebag. However, didn't encounter much douchebags yet. Only I think I've played with 2 12-year-old boys. One was who you promptly muted, and one who I told to shut up.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
didn't
my
even listen to him.
That's my Halo 3 breakdown. Single
Not too
player's
bad.
shiny and pretty good. Multiplayer is very fun. The end.
Alright, that was 1 minute and 34 seconds.
Oh shit. Fortune Theater, a godsend. Go. It's your turn.
Alright, this is Josh's little Halo 3 review. Halo 3. Oh, Bungie. This is your last game in the series. Ha ha ha.
It's not going to be. It can't be. They're gonna make, alright,
Hey,
sorry.
you're cutting into my 2 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Jack off. I'm starting over. Alright. Halo 3 story. Well, it's crap. It really is. It's a basic sci-fi story. But the single player, if you're by yourself, obviously, hence the single, is crap. But if you're doing co-op, that's where this game shines. Co-op makes this fucking game. If you're with a group of your friends and you're going through, then it is hilarious. You'll accidentally kill each other. You'll play grab ass. It is wonderful. Especially the grab ass part.
Grab ass, huh?
Yeah. Me and the fanboys were doing that. But, multiplayer, it's pretty good. Especially on, the custom-made maps through Forge and stuff like that. The Death Racer with our friend Kurbatashi's mod on it was fucking blast.
That's awesome. I love that mod.
Oh, it was wonderful. But, yeah, graphics, so-so. I expected more. I'm not really going to bitch about it. They were good. I'll give them that. But they were so good. If that makes sense. Music, they kind of overdid the Halo theme while you were going through it. The little, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I thought the music was awesome.
Yeah, no. Forge in theater. Probably the most next-gen feature I've seen in a console game so far. On this game, at least. On the 360. Because games like Gran Turismo had a little picture-saving thing and all that. But I hope to see that in a lot more games from now on. Because that was probably one of the best features I've seen in a long time. Even though Warcraft 3 and StarCraft and other games had it. Even the crappy MMO Shadowbane had a video feature.
Most RTSs have that feature, but...
Hey, my 2 minutes are done.
Okay, just continuing the conversation. I mean, most RTSs have that.
But we're done with Halo now.
Okay. I wasn't talking about Halo. I was talking about RTSs.
Alright, let's talk about RTS.
I like Dawn of War.
Is that all you have to say?
It has that feature, too.
Yes, it does. So does Warcraft 3.
So does Warcraft 2, doesn't it?
I don't know. So does StarCraft.
StarCraft has it.
So do you want to, wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, this is a short episode.
Roll it up.
We just wanted to get one out
Light it
there.
up.
We just wanted to get an episode out there for everybody to make sure they know we're still alive.
And that Keith likes little Chinese boys.
Indeed, he does. Kyle, do you have any shout-outs?
Oh, shout out to the guys of the Player One podcast. I had fun playing with them.
Even though you kind of invited yourself to the game night that Friday?
What do you mean invited myself?
Hey, you didn't sign up to play with them.
I have to sign up?
Yeah, you have to sign up on the forum saying, hey, I'm going to play on the game night, and you just invited yourself.
I'm sorry, I just hopped in the game that you were in.
Fucking stalker.
I don't know, it seemed like everyone was having fun. I'm sorry to all the people whose fun I've ruined.
Stay away from me, Kyle.
But I like you.
Any more shoutouts?
The little Chinese boy whose anus probably hurts right now. Then to Nick, who's moved out and hasn't played his Xbox in quite some time. He probably should play again.
Yep. Alright, I'd like to give a shout out to Mike from the Fanboys for going through heroic co-op with me. It was fun.
I helped you with that too.
Yeah. Even though the game spawned me on a pit of fire and I died as soon as I spawned. Fuck you, Bungie. Yeah, a shout out to the Player One guys. And that's about it. So we will see you hopefully next week if we can actually get together. If not, we'll see you next episode.
Alright.
Have a good one.
We out.
Later.
agile hands